Welcome to Campaign. In this podcast, we're a mix of friends who are here to have some fun and do D&D our way. If you're looking for something that's a little bit on the serious side, it is quite possible that this is not the podcast for you. We are here to have fun. Some of us are some seasoned players, others are kind of new to the game, but regardless, we hope you will enjoy hopping along with us as we set off on our adventure together. Each of our episodes are going to be numbered sequentially, and we're going to break them up into episodes that are roughly about an hour in length. Our first group of episodes are all about our adventurers setting off to gain access to Camp Shimmerlake, but we hit a little bit of a stumbling block along the way when we realized that we need something called a Writ of Assistance to gain access. In this first episode, we welcome our players, we get some background about our characters, not too much, and we set off on our first meeting with some rats. If we're going to get to camp, we're going to have to work together despite our very large differences. So just hang tight.
Gather your sword and board and get ready for adventure, because it's time for Pain. Campaign. 3, 2, 1. Let's roll.
We welcome you back to our unmitigated disaster of a D&D campaign with friends. We ask the question of what happens when we combine a coming-of-age summer camp with D&D and the Dice of Fate. Well, we are going to find that out here yet again. Let's get started. From the murky bottoms of time before time, following a rare mushroom instead of stone, we have Mike playing Guldor Firebeard, the honest-to-goodness Dwarven Druid.
Good evening, everybody.
Good morning, good evening, and top of the morning to you, sir. When this Warforged lays its hands upon thee, you better hope for some divine intervention, because wood and metal still has pain and emotion, especially when there's little squirrels running by. Mike Levine is TR33, the Warforged Paladin.
Hello, my friends.
When tracking is needed across a path that seems lost or an arrow needs to find its target that seems too far away, we look no further than Bridget, our tiefling ranger. Bellith, who hates plants but loves adventure and who would rather pull out her bow than engage in pointless conversation.
Hi.
And I am Michael Heit, off-key, ready to rock as always. Whether I have my mandolin or my automaton, I play Seven the Bard. But it's not about me. I'm going to pass it off to our good friend Liam, the DM, with the story beats, and he's about to get us back into action.
So smooth. So before we start, let's get into character a bit before we officially start and actually introduce our characters. Seven. Tell me what kind of student you are in school.
So my brother's been gone, and since I was a high achieving student, I kind of aim for that whole B+ kind of thing. Didn't really want to get too much focus on myself because my brother always took it. So I kind of sort of kept my grades just high enough to do well. So what kind of student? So I am sort of I want to kind of hide between the cracks. I do well enough for my parents to kind of stay off my back, but not super duper great because I don't really need to push myself. But I'm just kind of there, hanging out in the behind the scenes, trying to avoid eye contact and just hanging out, doing my thing.
Okay, so in the famous words of the Back to the Future principle, you're a slacker.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And one more question, Seven. If you go to a summer camp, what activity would you most look forward to?
Probably leaving and going to a coffee shop, maybe joining a band. I don't know, man. I don't even really want to be there, but it just seems like it may be a nice opportunity to get away from everything and meet some new people and just, leave it all behind. But I do kind of want to, I'm into this music thing lately, and I kind of want to check that out. But at the same time, I want to look for clues or anything that I could find to figure out what the hell happened to my brother.
Awesome. Bellith, what kind of a student are you?
I'm that popular girl that nobody wants to be around, but she has a lot of friends anyway. Think Elle Woods from Legally Blonde. That's the vibe.
And what would you most be looking forward to if you ever went to a summer camp?
Well, Mike kind of stole my answer because my answer is for sure leaving. But
This is gonna be a great campaign.
but like probably, I don't know, like it's nothing that involves getting dirty.
Okay. So, leaving.
So leaving.
So far, I think I found a friend in this summer camp.
TR33, or otherwise known as Tree. What kind of a student are you?
Oh, man, I don't really know. I mean, I kind of struggle, I think, with grades.
I think we need to reboot this guy.
I may be good.
I think I want to meet some animals. I hate people. People mistreat me. They treat me like a monster.
Right, but like, I don't know if grades are really important to me because I love the wilderness.
Oh, is that what you do at summer camp? Just explore the wilderness?
Well, I'm kind of an emotional person. I mean, emotional kind of plant, so I kind of enjoy crafts. So like, but I'm all about like making the wilderness look pretty.
Well, thank you, TR33. Okay, Guldor.
So before I tell you what kind of student I am, I need to warn you that in my head, all dwarves are Scottish.
I love it.
But Liam, I need to warn you, I think, up front, so that's it. So, what sort of student? Yes, that's the question?
Yes.
Right. Well, I'm the sort of student who really likes to learn independently. I don't really like to learn with the other children, the other students, because, quite frankly, I don't really like them. I'd rather be on my own.
Oh my god, I
So,
love it.
but with that said, what would you like to independently do at a summer camp?
Well, the thing about being out in a summer camp is that you don't have to be around people, and you don't have to be in the city. You can be out in the wilderness, and I can go out and I can become closer to Sylvanas.
Ooh.
All right. The last question before, and this is for everyone, before we officially start. Why would you all be sitting at the same table in a coffee shop at the beginning of summer vacation?
I would like to think that this is like my local like hangout spot that like I just go, and I would like to think that like Seven, you just walked in and just sat down next to me, like for what God knows what reason. Yeah.
Just put my head down. Hey, Bridget, or Bellith. So I heard that there's a possibility that there's this coffee shop in town where people kind of go, drift in, drift out of there, and I'm just checking everything out to figure out if my brother's somewhere, if there's any leads, and they might even have some need for some musicians. So I want to go pop in there and get myself a drink and poke my head around and just maybe see if anybody knows anything about what happened.
So I was looking for some friends, and I know coffee beans, grow from plants, and they kind of smell good. So I was like, you know what? Let me check out this coffee house. And I saw these guys and this lady kind of hanging out, and I thought maybe, I don't know, maybe they know some coffee beans.
I've come here for opportunity, because I, for one, didn't drink coffee. And I didn't drink coffee because it's so bloody expensive. And it's expensive because coffee beans don't grow around here.
Excellent.
But you know what does grow around here? Mushrooms. Lots and lots of mushrooms. And you can brew mushrooms into a delicious tea. So, if I can convince the proprietor of this here coffee shop that mushroom tea is the way to go, this is a dwarf who can hook him up with some good mushrooms.
We're gonna get arrested.
All right. So, In the lands of Veldoria, in the Sunfire Kingdom, you all attend Pyroglow Preparatory Academy. By all means, a relatively mundane school. The land has once again become plagued by creatures, abominations, and other nefarious forces in the wake of the Great Vanishing, which occurred almost a year ago when all the heroes were rushed off on an assignment and never returned. Ever since, a new generation of heroes have been vying to rise to the call and save the land. The only problem is, they need training. Wannabe heroes flock to camps and training centers across the land, but none surpass the famed Camp Shimmerlake. With summer vacation fast approaching, you all find yourself in ye old coffee shop with 2 Ps. So, Bellith, you entered the coffee shop, seeing that it was relatively full for this time of day and year. Normally people are out and about enjoying the weather in the summer, but for some reason today's a day where it's more full. You sit at the only empty table. 7, you walk in next, and you inquire, can you get a summer job here playing for the coffee shop? Sadly, the shop owner points to the corner where Bard is already playing. Forlorn, you look around and you sit at the table with Bellith, seeing a familiar face from school. Guldor, you're here for one thing and one thing only: mushrooms. You order the usual, you don't even have to ask. The shop owner knows. And again, seeing sparse spots, you sit with the only people that you've seen before from school. And lastly, you hear a little chime ring as this large wooden hulk of a thing enters the shop, and you hear, beans?
I swear, if this is the only thing this guy says, there's just gonna be a problem.
He sees Bellith and says, no beans, but friends, and takes a seat at the table with y'all.
So, the tree man, what brings you here? What brings you to this, hi. How you doing there, man? You doing all right there?
So you're in this coffee shop with a lot of natural lighting, a myriad of plant lives, some calming music played by a bard who you may have seen around town before. Very experienced people love him. It's a nice, cozy, warm, welcoming environment. Some of you may have your drinks, some of you may have put in an order. But why don't you go around the table and describe what your characters look like and a little bit about yourselves for everyone. We'll start with Bellith. You can describe Bellith and anything people would typically know about her that you shared as you. You don't have to do it like as Bellith.
Okay, so she's like 16. She's got like faded red eyes, but like they're not pink. They're faded red. Her skin is like a light purple, and she's got like dark purple hair with like one golden streak that comes through it. She's like 100 pounds soaking wet. She's not athletic at all. Like, you could tell from looking at her. And I think all that you would know about her is that like she's like that girl at school, and that she comes from like a really like rich and prominent family. You probably know like my family, like who they are, not necessarily them, but like who they are.
What's the family name?
It's Thornton. So you would know like my family name. They own Bottoms Up Mining Company. And yeah, that's probably all you know, because she doesn't talk to you.
Alright, so I believe next to enter the shop was 7.
So, everybody knows my brother, Val. He's kind of like the all-star athlete, magic user, the guy that kind of just has it all looking so easy. And there's me, like the younger brother, that kind of just hides in the background. He's gone missing, and ever since he's been missing, there's been kind of a change in me. I've kind of become a little bit more of a recluse, but I've been playing a lot of music, and I know Bellith, but Yeah, everyone knows Val. People know me. They just know me. I'm his brother. I've been kind of trying to hide out, not draw too much attention to myself, play music, and just stay out of my parents' radar.
What instrument do you play? If you were known to play an instrument,
Play a kind of a bigger mandolin, and I keep it in this case that I wear on my back. I like to have it with me at all times.
so are you sitting like really uncomfortably in your seat right now, with the case on your back,
Yeah,
or like did you
kinda,
put it down?
A little shifting around a little bit. Have a long greenish hair, kind of a inquisitive look on my face, but I know Bellith. She knows me, but since my brother, I feel like we've just kind of been in a weird kind of like, let's not talk about it kind of thing.
Sorry, is it Guldor or Guldor?
Guldor. I was the only survivor. I was the only survivor on a mining expedition at the age of 4. I was trapped at the bottom of a giant sinkhole with no way of escaping. I survived by eating mushrooms and drinking water from rainwater underground streams. Okay, it was open in the sky, so that exposed me to the woods around me. But it was too deep for me to escape. I couldn't get out. I was rescued 10 years later by a band of elves, so I basically spent a good 10 years of my life in total and utter seclusion. Not exactly the most sociable of people, so yeah. But I sure do know mushrooms, and I sure do like mushrooms, so they've always done well by me, so.
Fantastic, and I must say, it seems like we're really shaping up to a really sociable and fun party.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. And with that said, the next up is the tree.
A tree, all right. All right, so my Mr. Tree kind of struggles with being wood and stone. I'm half stone, half wood, right? I don't know really so much if I'm more of a tree or more of a stone. I'm kind of like this broad, big lump build, and I have like an empathetic kind of look to me because I don't know, I'm very emotional. And I'm kind of looking for my place in the world. I'm kind of lost. I'm looking for some acceptance, some family, and which is probably why I wandered in looking for plant beans, because I thought that may be my family. You know? And yeah, so that's kind of me in a nutshell.
Aw. Hey, your roots are going to be the ones that tie everyone together.
Yes, I love it, Liam.
All right. So, are you all sitting there in silence? You talk about
I have
anything?
not looked at any of them. I have stared at the table.
Everyone's like, if there's anything I like less than people, is people.
I kind of tap Guldor on the shoulder, and I'm like, hey, you like mushrooms, man?
I kind of look at... All right, I look at Bellith, trying to get her attention in my eyes, and I just kind of like give her the shake towards like TR33 and be like...
I think I just start looking around, like making sure that nobody I know sees me.
I don't know. I kind of,
Like,
I think Guldor and I have something
don't
in
want to be
common.
seen right now.
You know, I mean, he likes fungus, and I'm kind of a tree, and I think that kind of goes. We have some similarities there. So, like, Guldor, man, what's going on? Hey, what's up, man? I don't know. I'm just looking. I'm looking for something. And I'm trying to figure it out. I have like this crest that I don't even know where it came from, but it's got a symbol on it, and I'm just trying to make sense of it. Do you guys know anything? Have you seen this before?
As you ask that question, the coffee shop bell rings as someone else enters. Hey, Lassery, I got the mail. And you see a mail gnome walk over to the counter and reach up and place the mail. Thanks, Bob. And you see the shop owner, Lassery, go through the mail. She's looking, and she notices something, reads it over. She walks around the counter to the bulletin board, and she tacks it on.
What was that about?
I'll walk over and see if I can read the notice.
Yeah. So Guldor, are you reading this out loud or to yourself? Okay, so you read a flyer. It says, in need of those well-trained with a weapon to exterminate exceedingly large vermin, speak with Glowkindle at the Wizard's Tower Brewery. Reward negotiable.
So, can we
Well,
hear
I'm
this,
sort
or
of,
do we have to go
I'm
and
sort
look
of
at
reading
ourselves?
over to myself. No. I'll turn back around to the table and let them know that there's a wizard who wants us to kill some rats, and he'll give us beer. He's over at the brewery.
I just go like. I just go. Are you talking to me too, or?
Listen, I have a problem with killing rats. I like rats,
I don't-
man.
It's all
sounds
about
dirty.
the balance of life and death.
I mean, it's part of nature. I don't know if that's really a good
Sure.
idea.
Come kill some rats and get some beer.
You know what? It does sound kind of rough. Listen, what on the bottom of that? Can you mind just that flyer? Can you just show us how it's
I'll
for the best, or we need to come
rip
over
the
and
flyer off the wall.
Rip it off the wall. Why not?
Off the board and show them. Sure.
You know what? I kind of feel like this tree guy. You know what? Let's put it to the test. Let's rip it off the wall, see if anybody gives us a hard time, and we'll see if
Sure.
this tree guy is going to make people
You
not
know-
give us a hard time.
You don't even have to touch the rats. You could shoot them from a distance.
Well, that sounds like a problem that might just kind of take care of itself.
Yeah. I mean. Or we could just ask the rats nicely to like leave or I don't know, maybe not kill them.
I can't speak with animals until I'm level 2, so I think I'll have to hit them with my shillelagh.
You know what? Getting out of town, getting away from all this nonsense.
I mean, like, it sounds annoying, but I'll go.
You know what? This gets us out of Dodge. We kind of leave this town behind a little bit for a little bit. Go somewhere else. Screw it, I'm game.
Well, listen, I'm just looking for some friends, and I can't find any coffee beans here, so yeah, I'm down.
Can we do a perception check on the guy that hung up the sign? Was he looking like he was looking to kind of find people locally? Did he kind of get the impression that he thought people that was he looking motivated to get people that were currently in the place? To
So
do this,
it was a male gnome who dropped off the flyer.
Oh, the male gnome. Okay.
And the shop owner hung it up.
I want to talk to the shop owner.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. What's the deal here? Is this pretty common for these parts? Do you need adventures? Is this kind of like an occasional thing? Is this something that happens often?
Well, I don't know if you heard, but the heroes, they disappeared about like 8 months ago. So
So nobody's cleaning up the rats?
I suppose not.
So the heroes are gone, and is this these kind of smaller adventure kind of things available for people like us? Is this something that has kind of come your way?
Oh yeah, there's been tons of them over the months. With all the kids that want to go to camp, they've been flying off the walls. That's why they call them flyers, right?
That's right.
Nice.
So the heroes, they train at that adventure camp, right?
Yeah, I heard most require a writ of experience.
Any knowledge on how to get one of those puppies?
Usually you have to have someone reputable sign something for you saying that you did some work. That you're made of tougher stuff.
I'm out.
Oh Oh well, would you mind hanging it back up then? I noticed you ripped it off.
Well, we've got this mechanical.
Have no fear, creatures, for I
Well,
am made of the tough stuff.
between the rocky tree.
Is that wood or is that stone?
Yeah.
I don't know, but they're both kind of tough.
Like, are you a tree or are you like what are you?
I don't know.
Well,
Let
listen,
me
as
say,
long as
hold
he
on.
gets us some rat kills, he could be firewood for all I care. No, I mean, you're doing great.
Whoa. Now
No.
you're going way
Gotten
too
dark
Wow.
real quick, right?
Ouch.
The shop owner goes to TR33. Hey, do you grow any leaves? I bet I can make a real good tea out of you.
Listen, buddy. All right, this is an all-natural body. All right, and I am not for sale.
I'll tell you what. Our friend here, Mr. Guldor, who I've known for some time, he is interested in getting his mushrooms. Kind of a side thing going.
That's true.
Let's say we take care of this problem.
Well, they say the Wizard's Tower's brewery was built on top of an old ancient Wizard's Tower, so who knows what's there?
Is the people that live there footing the reward, or is the reward coming from your establishment?
Well, I'd imagine the person named Glowkindle that stayed in the advertisement is, going to meet you and work that out with you.
Any thoughts on the easiest way to get there?
Oh, yeah, you just follow the road a mile or two east, right? Because we're on the coast, so you go west, you're going to hit the sea. But if you go east, you're going to hit the farms.
You hit the water, turn around, you've gone too far.
You also gone the wrong direction.
That too. Any terrain that we're looking at, is this pretty easy walking?
The shop owner leans forward as she's telling you, and she's kind of pushing the tip jar with her elbow towards you as she's like, I'm trying to remember.
Oh, thank you. No, I don't feel like I deserve this. I can't impose.
I think I see this happening, and I walk over and I just throw money in it and go
Oh,
keep
yeah,
going.
you're gonna go 2 miles east. You're gonna go past 3 barns, and then you're gonna see the one that says Wizard's Tower Brewery. You can't miss. Follow the main road out of town east.
We got Bellith. Never one for too much of patience, huh?
And young lady, anytime you want to come back in my shop, please let me know. I'll buy you around the house.
By the house, I think she just
Thanks.
paid for the house. So technically, never mind. That's fine. We're gonna go easy.
You see shop owner just quickly putting the money away and be like, oh, it's all mine.
Well, I'm ready to head out then.
So, I guess it's the 4 of us, huh?
That's cool. Kill some rats.
All right.
I'm not excited about this, but we'll go.
Maybe we could talk to them.
So,
Can we think about talking to them? I'm just throwing that out there.
You know what? I'll tell you what. How about this? We go meet the rats. You talk to the rats first. If the rats listen to you and they leave on their own volition, problem goes away. If the rats start chewing on you and you feel the need to maybe get some help, let us know.
That's the only thing I've agreed with so far.
Then we'll just talk to the rats a bit more and see if we can't convince them. No! Stop chewing on that delicious-looking tree over there.
Sounds good, buddy. I think we've got ourselves a party. TR33. I feel like it's not flowing off the tongue.
I mean, it kind of just looks like tree.
Tree it is. Do you mind? Can we call you Tree instead of TR33?
Well, it's kind of like I got buddies now.
Never
Give
mind. I
me
want
a
to call him
nickname.
TR33.
Yeah,
Never
sounds
mind.
good. Any more letters or numbers we can add on to that? Is any more numbers on you that we can?
all right. So, you follow the directions to be given. You're down the road, and you eventually wind your way to a low hill. And as you're nearing the top of the hill, a large stone building comes into view, flanked by a couple barns. By the door is a brightly painted sign that reads, "The Wizard's Tower Brewing Company for the freshest pint in the realm."
I kind of prefer water.
What do you all do?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to find a different tower with water with not rats? This is kind of where we have to go, buddy. You're going to be fine, TR33.
I don't know. I'm just saying, guys.
I
but
just straight
I'm
up walk
game to
ahead of
go
all of
with
them.
you.
Like I'm beelining it
Just
for
like,
I
I'm not in
don't
the
know
mood for
them.
this.
I'm just walking
The
right
faster
to the
the
door.
faster you wrap this up, the faster you can leave us. All right, let's follow Bellith.
I just walked to the door.
Okay. I'm sorry. Did you?
Is it
Did you
closed?
say
Is
you
it
knocked
open?
on the door, or you walked in the door?
Oh, okay. Is there
Walk to the
anything
door.
on
Okay.
the door, or is it just like a door?
It's closed.
Okay, I knock to be polite.
You knock on the door and wait a few moments. Eventually, it's answered by a fairly young-looking gnome who sports an impressive red beard, as well as a white shirt and tight black trousers held up with green suspenders. Yes, how might I help you? We're not currently running tours right now.
Oh, that's not something I'm interested in. I heard there's about some rats maybe that need to. I don't know. I got a group back here. There's some rats that need to be taken care of, or.
Wait! I need to talk to the rats.
No, I think she said taken care of, as in
No.
taking care. You'll be fine. Just take care of them. You know.
Oh, okay, good. You scared me.
So a look of like dawning comprehension is on Glowkindle's face, and he notices, all those weapons are quite lovely. You don't happen to be the adventurers who saw my job posting, were you?
Yeah, we are. How'd you know?
That was quick. I sent it out to like 5 different shops.
Yeah, no, we're good like that.
All right, follow me, please. So you enter the building and you smell. You have the deep smell of like hops and beer. However, it's extremely clean. Everything looks new. It's well organized. You see a lot of humans, some gnomes, dressed much like Glowkindle, as they wander about checking on barrels and vats of bubbling liquid with no sense of particular urgency. You also see anyone that's doing like strenuous labor. You see goblins doing this. Goblins are doing like all the strenuous labor parts. They're not dressed as well. They're very raggedy. So Glowkindle walks you in. Follow me to the back. So he brings you to the back and offers you some seats around, like a table. Can I get anyone anything to drink?
Water! Take some water!
Can I make this like a perception check on like I want to know like what this guy's deal is like what's
Yeah.
like why is just so inviting us like into this place of people he doesn't know.
I think he's trustworthy, guys.
So yeah, make me a perception check.
Nat 20.
Don't worry. We're just gonna take care. Oh my God. Best dice ever.
You can,
Yes.
even though the
First roll of the
workers
night.
don't have like this sense of urgency, you can tell like he wants to get you in here as soon as possible to solve his problem.
Can I ask him about the? Can I ask him? Is this a sense of urgency? Are you looking? Is this kind of a big deal? You're trying to get this done quickly?
Yes, we're trying to expand, but as we looked into our cellar, and as we were knocking down one of the walls, unfortunately, myself and a few other workers were attacked by these giant rats.
What is giant?
And have you seen a rat?
Once or twice in my life.
Okay, so like maybe like 10 times bigger than that.
10 times.
I don't think it exists.
Well, if you were to look at a thing that is half stone and half tree, in comparison, bigger than me?
No,
Or
much smaller. Like wouldn't go above your knees.
Oh, okay.
We barely made it out of
like
there,
to-
but it was rough.
So, sir, may I talk? You mentioned this bit of a problem. You want this taken care of. I believe the paper said something about a reward. Is that kind of negotiable? Because I'm thinking that this seems like a big problem, and the speedier someone would take care of it, maybe the happier you might be.
I mean, yeah, that is why I put reward negotiable on the flyer. So, what were you all interested in?
Can we separate for a moment?
Yeah, sure. If you want to go over there, can I get anyone that drink while you're discussing water? What else?
7 points.
Oh, I'll take one of your freshest pints.
How old are you? I mean, you have a full beard, so you know, obviously.
I'm old enough to have a beer.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, you mind repeating that? I apologize.
I was asking what everyone wanted
I'm old
for a
enough
drink.
to have a beer. Oh, apparently, I'm 16.
Yeah, I'll take one of those drinks too.
Younger than I might have thought.
This could be our first and last adventure, so sure. fill me
Bellith,
up.
he looks at you and he goes, "You look kind of familiar. Do I know you?"
Not that I know of.
All right, so 2 beers, a water, and the musician. What will you have?
I'll have a pint of your ale as well.
Okay. So he shouts, "Thrak! Grak! Get over here!" And you see 2 goblins scurrying over. Get these fine adventurers some of our finest pints, and the tree get him some water. I'm sure that'll help.
If you have the mineral water, I'll take that. You know, just saying, but you know, any water will do.
And I think I'm hiding my face from like these goblins that are coming near us. Like I like.
Okay, yeah. Make me. Let's see. I'm gonna say, do you want to do like a? I'll give you the option of like, are you trying to do like a sleight of hand, like with like a hood type of thing? Are you trying to be stealthy, or how would you justify this roll? Like what skill you're looking for?
I'm not really like, I'm not trying to like completely hide my face. I'm just trying to like kind of like look away, so it's like maybe they'll just like look past me type thing. So I feel like it's more of like a stealth, like a look away.
Can I help her character at all? Can I draw the attention of one of the goblins to kind of talk to me and give her a bonus to her roll?
Yeah. So Bellith, you can roll with advantage.
Okay.
On the stealth
What
check.
am I? Stealth. Okay.
Yeah.
16.
Okay. So, as like you're like turning away, they notice that 7 has like a musical instrument, and they start going over like, "Oh!" You can't understand what they're saying, but they're like you know, animately like talking to each other, like you know, pointing to like to the musical instrument. And then you see Glowkindle, "Get the drinks now," and then they look abashed and they scurry off.
I also just Liam.
So you can either step towards the front or outside. Yes.
Just so you know, I speak Goblin. Yes. I can understand it and speak it.
Oh,
just so you know.
Perfect. Yeah. Does anyone else speak Goblin?
They're my favorite enemy. So.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
That is going to be uber useful this campaign. Not as far as enemy, like, but just in terms of that. Okay. So basically they were being like, "Oh my god, look, it's you said it was a mandolin, 7?
Yes.
I haven't heard one of those in ages. We've barely had any time for a solace. I would love to hear this instrument again."
Oh, so between that, so later on we might make some good friends with them. I just want to make a really good, just where I look at them really fast and just get a good grasp of, you know, what they look like, and you know, maybe can I do an insight check, or are they already gone?
What are you trying to ascertain?
I'm trying to figure out if they are just like in total fear of their boss, or if they're like more subservient, or
Yeah,
if they're, are they in danger?
I'll say you could have rolled an insight check as they were walking away.
Okay. Plus 3. 21.
Okay.
Not
You could clearly tell that within this brewery there is a pecking order. By all means, it seems like the humans and the nobs are like, you know, in positions of like management or supervision, and the goblins are doing all the grunt work, and they fear you know, admonishment. So Glowkindle goes, "Do you want to talk outside, or would you prefer to just go towards the front?"
You know, just a quick question. Has anyone attempted to remove these rats prior to our arrival?
Unfortunately, no. We put out the notice like literally today, and it's just been so hard to get help with the heroes gone. Normally we'd have an inn, but we can't find anyone right now.
So I'm kind of getting weird vibes from this guy. Can I use divine sense to detect good and evil?
Let me take a look at your character sheet real quick to see if that is like an applicable thing right here. I'm not saying no, but I just want to make sure. Is it under your features and traits or your skills? Features and traits, right? Yeah. So as an action, you can detect good and evil. Till the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or the known location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. That is not total. Okay. Yeah. So you want to use one of your divine senses?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, I'm really not digging this dude. I'm gonna kind of do a divine sense around here and I'm gonna get the feel of his actions.
So first I'm gonna read to you like the description of divine sense. That way you have like a sense of like the worst outcome and the best outcome type of thing.
Okay.
So it says the presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and a powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears.
Ooh,
Okay. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. So I would say that you wouldn't be smelling like this overwhelmingly noxious odor. You'd be smelling like it would definitely have like that like maybe just went bad like milk smell, like not overwhelming, but like just like a faint wisp of it kind of thing.
Okay.
And you hear a little unusual like out of key music, I guess you could say.
So guys,
Are we still in front of this guy? Or
Yeah, you
like,
absolutely.
Guys, I want to talk to the guy sitting right in front of us.
Yeah, let's.
Maybe not now. Ixnay on the explanation, eh?
guys, I need you to come over here, please. Can you just follow me?
Glowkindle just like mutters to himself like, I hope they gave that tree brains when they built them.
Tell you what, we our little tree friend's having a bit of a malfunction.
Yeah.
Could you mind just giving us just
I just
1 second?
I slip this guy some money and just be like, just give us a second, okay? And then I just walk away.
Describe to me like where you're pulling this money out from.
Like I have like a little like pouch like on my belt.
Is it characteristic of like is it like your personal pouch? Does it like have like a family crest or anything on it?
No, it's literally just like a black pouch.
Okay,
that, like,
that's fine.
I have.
Glowkindle gives it a little bow. Thank you, milady.
Anytime, go
scoots
mention
off.
it.
Alright,
And I say to everybody else, I'm like, let's go over here.
Glowkindle, thank you so much for your kind consideration as we just take a moment. We will be right back.
So guys, yeah, I'm not really getting good vibes from him. I kind of did my little divine sense, and yeah, he stinks a little bit. But at the same time, I'm kind of hearing like this music, and that kind of tells me he's not that bad. But I think we
Listen,
should.
2x4. How would you rate this on a scale from 1 to 10? How bad is he?
I'm getting like vibes of 6 to 7, man.
So 6 to 7.
6 to 7.
Can
He's
Liam,
bad.
does that sound like he's a little bit off in his description? Does this sound more like a 2 or 3?
Oh, are you?
yeah,
I thought you were
yours-
asking the tree.
No, I'm.
I think.
Well, I guess I can't directly skip the tree and go to you since.
Okay, so so you're asking me if it's more of a 2 or 3?
Yeah, he's describing this as like really bad, as a 6 or a 7. 6 or 7 sounds pretty bad.
So this time I'll leave it up in the future for you to interpret on your own. But
Okay.
I'll say this person, to give you like the best analogy possible, is more of like an Umbridge type of character. Using your good and evil
Professor
sense.
Umbridge from-
Yes.
Okay.
Gross.
Gross. Okay. Great.
So, my friends, my family now. I'm getting good vibes from you guys. I'm hearing the music from you guys. And I think I'm just trying to protect you guys, man. I think I don't know. I'm not liking this situation.
Can we just, since before we go back to this guy, I know we're here. I know we came here. I know we had some drinks over there that look delicious. What are we hoping for to get a reward from this guy? Have you guys thought about this at all?
I mean, I was just looking for some water.
Okay, so let's just say TR33. Can I call you TR? Yeah. Let's say we get you water and you're oh so green and lush. What else would we be looking for? Guldor, any thoughts?
Is there a wizard at this wizard's pool? Because a wizard, he'd have some magical stuff, wouldn't he?
I like your thoughts.
And that would be worth getting.
Magical stuff. Okay, noted. Bellith, do you think we can get something going with this camp with this guy?
I mean, isn't there like some sort of like writ of experience that we need to get in somewhere that you're all trying to get into?
I really want to get in there.
So just...
Not saying I really want to become a camper. That's not exactly what I'm going for in life, but
like,
if it means getting some clues with my brother, then I ultimately want to get down there.
Oh, I was going to say living in your brother's shadow, but you know, whatever works for you. Sorry.
Well, there's that again.
Bellith, roll 1d4 for burn damage.
I'm just going to look down to the floor. My eyes glow a little bit green, and I just kind of fizzle out.
Listen, I'm just throwing it out there. You know, I'm not really into fighting, but if I have to,
no, remember,
I'm there
listen,
for you
buddy,
guys.
you're just
will
taking
be
care.
Your tree.
You heard him.
All right?
Taking care of the rats. Care. This will be fine. Don't worry. Remember, Plan B.
All right, let's do it.
Well,
So you guys walk back to Glowkindle?
back into the shadows and take care of this.
Okay.
You guys good?
So, have we come to an accord?
I walk straight past all of them and I walk right back to the guy.
So, and...
Something tells me we're in this one.
Yeah. Oh, he'll explain. And I point to, I nudge my head over to Seven.
So, my friend, it appears we were willing to take care of this rat situation, but by the measure of your hands, it seems like the rats may have gotten slightly bigger from the description in the poster to us getting here. We are humble travelers that are looking for some water. Maybe there's some magical things around, but most likely those writs of experience against that camp that we know little about seem to be on the forefront of some of our minds. Would that be something that would be negotiable?
Yeah, I could get you a writ of experience because Gallios Cromby does own this brewery. You know, just because it's the first session, I'm going to ask if anyone wants to make a history check or an intelligence check about that name. They can.
I have +5. Can I do it?
For
Yeah.
intelligence.
Also, what was his name?
Gallios Cromby.
I'll make a history check.
I can write that in the Discord if you'd like.
That'd be great. Gallios.
Sure.
18 on history.
Okay. So, Bellith, I would say, with your family connections and experience, you absolutely recognize this as a name that is part of the rich and lavish community. These are some deep pockets. I will also say, before I share more, did anyone else want to make a check?
Can I do a history check? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I got a 14 for history.
Okay, 14 for history. Anyone else make a history
I'll
check?
do a history. I got a +2.
Yep. So anytime I offer
16.
a party check, feel free to just roll. Okay. So everyone here. So Bellith, you would know the deep pocket connection. Everyone else would just know that. So Seven and Guldor, you recognize the name Cromby from school. You know that there's a student in your school with the last name Cromby. Bellith, you know that it's Kunin Cromby, which is Gaios' son, and I'll put that in the chat too.
Okay.
So for 7 to Guldor, I don't know if you'd be able to like fully identify like the name, but you know that there's a Cromby in your school.
Do I know him like I'm friends with
Gotcha.
him, or do I know him like
You've
I just know his name?
like do you like party and hang out with like the rich popular kid at the school?
Yeah.
Then absolutely.
Then I'm okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Sorry, where were we? So, I could get Cromby to write you a writ of experience. He actually is an investor of Camp Shimmerlake. He's supposed to visit here in a few days. That's why I also kind of want to get the cellar all good. We can't continue production if we can't store our beer, right? And the rats are just poking holes in everything. And we also need to expand for the business. So if we can get that cleaned up before he visits, he can write you the writ of experience, make sure it's all signed and good. And I think you could pick it up, let's say, 3 days from now. I'll let everyone know that if you ever looked into Camp Shimmerlake, you know that camp starts in 5 days.
Does that satisfy the rest of you?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I'm all for what you guys want to do,
Cool
man.
with that.
And he's listening. He's standing right in front of us, right?
Yes.
Okay. Definitely gonna ask Bellith about this name later. Would it be a name that I recognize from my brother?
Would Cromby be a name like that? You would recognize in connection with your brother? How much did you pay attention / speak to your brother about like his camp experiences?
He was quiet about it. He didn't really speak a lot about it. I just knew that he went, and then before he was supposed to come back, he gone.
Yeah, you wouldn't know any more connections then.
Okay.
Okay, so just a writ of experience that'll satisfy everyone.
I'm sorry, and a glass of water.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can swing that.
And anything, and if there happens to be anything magical, no guarantees, but
Guys, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Are
So
my leaves
so
falling off?
here's the criteria for a job well done to get you this writ. A, you have to make sure the rats are gone. Is A. B, make sure that this type of thing can't happen again. We don't know where those rats came from. So there's a hole in the wall you see down there where we try to expand. Please go explore. Make sure we don't have any surprises like that in the future. And if you can tell me why there were giant rats in our cellar, I'll throw in a little bonus for you.
why rats? Don't come back. Don't come back. Why the rats? And basically proof that we get rid of them.
And the hole in the wall.
Yeah. Well, you could also tell us about us. We'll be able to verify if we send people down there, right?
5 days camp. Cromby.
You know, Thrak and Grak, they got nothing else better to do. They can go down there and check.
Have they?
I mean, they came with me when we went to the cellars originally.
Did you come with anybody else? Like
What do you
3
mean?
people went down, or 4 people went down, only 3 came up, or what was?
Are you implying that I left someone to die?
No, I'm implying that maybe these rats were kind of hard, and you guys got out while you could, but
No, we all made it out. In a couple of us had a few bites and scratches. I didn't, but a couple of the workers did.
any recommendations on anything that worked with these rats, or what do you know of them?
Killing them?
Taking care of them too, buddy. Don't worry.
Why don't we just talk to the rats first?
Sure, why not? Start with that. This seems like a pretty good place for us to pause and stop for our first episode. Don't worry, there's lots more to come, and next time we'll see you for our episode 2. Because you know what? This is just the beginning of our adventures and our popping down into a cellar where there's rats. But what's the difference really, right? Dungeons and Dragons, cellars, and fire lizards, they're all the same. So, we're going to stop here for this episode. Please join us next time as our adventurers jump into more chaos to deal with some rats of unusual size for a reward that just might point us in the right direction. Campaign is produced by Mike Levine, Liam McManus, Mike Orlep, Bridget Vescio, and me, Michael Heit. I edit and mix our show. Our intro voice recording was done by the one and only Koltrane. Music used in this podcast was sourced from Fanatical's 2023 music bundle featuring Dark Fantasy Studio. If you like our show, we hope you'll consider going to our show notes and supporting the show. Doing so helps us put out more shows like this one. Thanks for listening, and we will see you next time.